If you are over 60 and find yourself staring at the ceiling at 2:17 a.m., trapped in a cycle of wakefulness where your mind races but your body feels heavy, you have likely tried everything. You've counted sheep, turned off screens, bought blackout curtains, and maybe even resorted to prescription sleep aids that left you groggy and disconnected. You've probably been told to limit water before bed, yet even when you do, you still wake up not to use the bathroom, but to a restless, anxious alertness that feels both exhausting and inexplicable. What if the problem isn't that you're drinking something before bed, but that you're drinking the wrong thing? And what if the key to unlocking a full, uninterrupted night of deep restorative sleep was as simple as swapping your evening glass of water for one of 5 scientifically backed gentle elixirs designed specifically for the mature body? Tonight, we are moving beyond basic sleep hygiene. We are diving into the world of chrononutrition, hormonal triggers, and nervous system sedatives that exist not in a pharmacy, but in your own kitchen. This is not about forcing sleep, but about inviting it back. The hidden science of sleep after 60, why water alone isn't enough. The conventional advice to drink less water before bed addresses only a surface-level symptom. The true multifaceted disruption of sleep in later years is a perfect storm of physiological changes. Melatonin production naturally declines, weakening the primary signal that tells your brain it's time for deep restorative cycles. The kidneys become more efficient at filtering but also more sensitive to volume, meaning even small amounts of fluid can trigger the urge to wake. But more insidiously, cortisol rhythms can become dysregulated, causing a stress hormone spike in the middle of the night. Systemic inflammation increases, which research directly links to fragmented sleep patterns. And digestive efficiency slows, potentially causing discomfort that pulls you from sleep. Plain water does nothing to address these root causes. In fact, cold water can sometimes shock the system, causing a slight stress response. The revolutionary approach is to see your pre-sleep drink not as mere hydration, but as a targeted delivery system for compounds that calm inflammation, balance blood sugar, support liver detoxification, which peaks at night, and provide the raw materials for sleep hormones. You're not just drinking, you're administering a gentle, natural nighttime therapy. 5. The nervous system. Anchor, chamomile and fennel soothing tea. But before we dive into this powerful sleep protocol, I need 5 seconds of your focus. Here's a reality check. Over 99% of you watching right now are not subscribed. If you want to finally unlock deeper sleep and calm your nervous system naturally and safely, I need your help. My personal goal is to reach 10,000 of you by the end of this month. Help us grow. Hit like to support the channel, but more importantly, don't just watch, join us. Tap subscribe right now. It takes 1 second, but it means you'll never miss a protocol that could transform your rest and health. Thank you. Now let's begin. This elixir is your first line of defense if your sleeplessness is accompanied by a churning mind or a churning stomach. Chamomile is far more than a calming tea. It contains apigenin, a flavonoid that binds to GABA receptors in the brain. GABA is your nervous system's primary brake pedal, the same neurotransmitter targeted by anti-anxiety medications like benzodiazepines, but chamomile modulates it gently and without risk of dependency. Fennel seed is a powerful carminative, rich in anethol, which relaxes the smooth muscles of the gastrointestinal tract. This relieves the mild bloating and gas that many seniors don't even notice during the day, but which becomes a significant disruptor when the body is still at night. The recipe and ritual. 1 heaping teaspoon of dried organic chamomile flowers, half a teaspoon of lightly crushed fennel seeds, 10 ounces of freshly boiled water, a thin slice of lemon, optional for enhanced flavonoid absorption. Pour the boiled water over the herbs in a pre-warmed mug. Cover immediately. A small plate works perfectly. To trap the volatile essential oils, this is where the medicine resides. Steep for a full 10 minutes. Strain and sip slowly 45 minutes before bed. The act of sipping warm liquid is itself a parasympathetic trigger, telling your body it is time to shift from doing to being. Number 4, the mineral replenisher, warm almond milk with a pinch of nutmeg. For those who wake feeling unrefreshed, as if their sleep was shallow and inefficient, magnesium deficiency is a common silent culprit. Magnesium is a cofactor for over 300 enzymatic reactions, including those that regulate the sleep cycle and muscle relaxation. Almond milk provides a bioavailable source, especially when paired with the unique compound myristicin found in nutmeg. In very small culinary doses, myristicin has mild sedative and anxiolytic properties, historically used to calm the mind and promote a sense of drowsiness. This combination is particularly effective for the physical restlessness of restless leg syndrome or general muscle tension. The recipe and ritual: 1 cup of unsweetened fortified almond milk, warmed gently on the stove, never boiled. A tiny pinch, roughly 1/8 of a teaspoon, of freshly grated nutmeg. Half a teaspoon of pure vanilla extract. A drizzle of raw honey or a drop of stevia, optional. Warm the almond milk until steam rises. Remove from heat and whisk in the nutmeg and vanilla. Pour into your favorite mug and allow it to cool for a minute. Drink this creamy, comforting elixir 60 minutes before bed. The consistency and warmth are deeply nurturing, evoking a childhood sense of safety that is profoundly sleep-inducing. Number 3, the hormone harmonizer, tart cherry and flaxseed, sleep shot. This vibrant red shot is a direct intervention for your sleep-wake chemistry. Tart Montmorency cherries are one of the few natural dietary sources of melatonin. Studies, including one published in the Journal of Medicinal Food, have shown that consuming tart cherry juice concentrates significantly increases melatonin levels, improves sleep efficiency, and adds an average of 34 minutes of additional sleep per night. The ground flaxseed introduces lignans and omega-3 fatty acids, which help modulate inflammation and support the body in balancing estrogen and cortisol hormones, whose disruption can severely impact sleep quality, especially in postmenopausal women and men with changing testosterone levels. The recipe and ritual: 3/4 cup of pure unsweetened tart cherry juice. Look for concentrate diluted with water. 1 teaspoon of finely ground flaxseed, grind fresh for maximum benefit. A twist of orange zest, optional for added calming flavonoids. Stir the ground flaxseed vigorously into the cherry juice and let it sit for 5 minutes to begin forming a slight gel. This improves the texture and slows absorption for a more sustained effect. Drink this shot 75 to 90 minutes before your intended bedtime. The natural sugars are balanced by the fiber and are part of the hormonal signal. They help tryptophan cross the blood-brain barrier to be converted into serotonin and then melatonin. Number 2, the inflammation silencer, golden milk with turmeric. Chronic, low-grade inflammation is a thief of deep sleep. It creates a state of systemic alertness that prevents the true dive into restorative slow-wave sleep. This drink is a potent anti-inflammatory powerhouse. The curcumin in turmeric is the star, but it is notoriously poorly absorbed. The black pepper containing piperine increases curcumin absorption by up to 2,000%. The warm, fatty milk, dairy, or plant-based further enhances bioavailability. The result is a systemic calming of inflammatory cytokines, which can directly reduce pain like arthritic joints and quiet the internal noise that keeps you awake. The recipe and ritual: 1 cup of full-fat coconut milk or oat milk for creaminess. 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder or 1/2 inch of fresh turmeric. Grated 1/4 teaspoon of cinnamon. A generous pinch of black pepper. 1/2 inch of fresh ginger, grated for added digestive and circulatory benefits. 1 teaspoon of virgin coconut oil or ghee for fat-soluble absorption. Raw honey to taste, added only after cooling slightly. Gently warm the milk with all ingredients except the honey. Do not boil. Let it simmer on low heat for 5 to 10 minutes, allowing the spices to infuse. Strain if using fresh gratings, then stir in the honey. Drink this golden, fragrant potion 45 minutes before bed. Its earthy warmth grounds the body and signals a definitive end to the day's activities. Number 1, the metabolic stabilizer, lemon and honey sleep tonic. This is the master swap for your evening glass of water. Cold water can be a slight shock to the system. This tonic, however, is strategic nourishment. Raw, unpasteurized honey provides a small, sustained release of liver glycogen, preventing a blood sugar dip, hypoglycemia, that is a common, unrecognized cause of early morning awakening. It also provides a trickle of glucose necessary for the release of melatonin in the brain. The lemon juice, while minimal, offers vitamin C and electrolytes, supports gentle liver detoxification overnight, and can alkalize the body. Together, they create a hypotonic solution that hydrates cells more efficiently than plain water without overloading the kidneys. The recipe and ritual: 1 cup of warm water. Ideal temperature is around 130 degrees Fahrenheit or 55 degrees Celsius, comfortably warm to the touch. 1 teaspoon of raw, local honey. Manuka honey is excellent for its additional prebiotic properties. Juice of 1/4 fresh lemon. Stir the honey into the warm water until fully dissolved. Then add the fresh lemon juice. Adding lemon to very hot water can degrade some of honey's delicate enzymes. Sip this tonic slowly over 10 to 15 minutes, about 30 minutes before you lie down. Make this a non-negotiable ritual, the consistent signal that sleep time is approaching. Synchronizing your sleep symphony, the final protocol. Choose one drink to begin with. Consistency is more important than variety for the first week. Follow this integrated pre-sleep protocol. 1. 90 minutes before bed. Turn off all overhead bright lights. Use lamps. 2. 60 minutes before bed. Prepare and consume your chosen sleep elixir. Do this away from screens. 3. 45 minutes before bed. Begin a quiet ritual. Gentle stretching, reading a physical book, listening to calm music. 4. At bedtime, ensure your room is cool, 65 to 68 degrees Fahrenheit, or 18 to 20 degrees Celsius is ideal, and completely dark. If you wake, resist checking the time. You are not powerless against the nighttime awakenings. You possess the tools to coax your biology back into its natural rhythm. These drinks are not magic potions. They are intelligent combinations that speak the chemical language of sleep, understood perfectly by your body. If you are ready to reclaim your nights and wake up truly restored, you don't have to do it alone. For more deep dives into the science of senior health and natural wellness, join our growing community. Please support this channel, hit the like button, subscribe, and ring the notification bell. Your engagement allows us to continue providing this level of detailed, actionable research. Tonight, choose one elixir. Let it be the first peaceful step in a journey back to the deep, healing sleep you deserve.